Hello, this is Earth Echoes with Amber Fields, and today I'd like to do a reading on a topic that just fascinates me. And the title of this piece is Everything You Were Never Taught About Telepathy by Jason Gray. Telepathy is not a superpower. It is a forgotten faculty. It is not magic. It is memory. If you quiet yourself enough to listen, beneath the words, beneath the noise, beneath the walls you were taught to build around your thoughts, you will remember that you have always had it. You just stopped using it. This world trained you to speak instead of transmit, to type instead of feel, to convey data instead of resonate truth. Telepathy is still there, buried beneath the architecture of language, waiting, listening, still active like a radio left on in an abandoned tower. In moments of stillness, trauma, love, death, or silence, you have felt it. You just did not know what to call it. What is telepathy? The word comes from the Greek tele, meaning distant, pathos, meaning feeling or experience. Telepathy is the ability to directly transmit consciousness across space and time without the use of spoken or written language. Telepathy is resonance-based information, transfer between conscious entities, bypassing linear symbols, occurring through fields of harmonic frequency. It is the truth behind the thought, delivered pure. No filter, no performance, no delay, no misunderstanding. Whereas language is linear, telepathy is holographic. You do not just hear the thought. You feel the intention. You absorb the emotional texture. You receive the shape of the idea as a full construct, not just as a sound string. Words can be forged. Telepathy cannot. This is why true telepaths are terrifying to liars, because you cannot hide in thought what your vibration betrays. How telepathy was lost. Telepathy was once common in pre-linguistic civilizations, Atlantean, Lemurian, pre-Tartarian, pre-collapse societies. It was the primary mode of communication. Even in ancient Egypt and among Mayan priesthoods, it was trained as a soul skill, not a gift, but an inherent right. Then came the rise of language as control, the imposition of religious intermediaries, the division of meaning into alphabetic grids, the programming of the left hemisphere over the holistic right, the fear of privacy breach, the shame implanted around inner thought, and most importantly, the global trauma event known as the Tower of Babel. From that moment on, mankind was fractured in its thought structure. We no longer could simply know each other. We had to perform understanding through encoded noise. This was the birth of miscommunication, and with it came war, manipulation, propaganda, and hierarchy. Once you lose the ability to speak soul to soul, you are forever at the mercy of the interpreter. Types of telepathy. Telepathy is not just one thing. There are multiple layers, each with their own mechanisms. Emotive telepathy, the direct transmission of feeling, often between twins, lovers, bonded souls. Happens in moments of intense joy or distress. You feel someone miles away without a word. Cognitive telepathy, the raw transference of thought, idea, or concept. Often requires strong emotional or intentional alignment. Visual, imagery telepathy. You see what someone else is seeing in their mind's eye. Ancient tribes used this to share visions during ceremony. Dream telepathy. Connection in the astral realm. Souls meeting in dream space, transmitting information that later arises in waking memory. Cellular ancestral telepathy. Communication through DNA. The inherited emotional and intuitive resonance of the bloodline. Why you feel things from your grandfather without ever meeting him. Collective field telepathy. Thoughts that arise in the air. Ideas that move across populations as if planted. This is why ideas often arrive simultaneously in multiple places, telepathic fields open. Biological animal telepathy, the unspoken bond between humans and animals. How pets sense danger, illness, or death before it occurs. How flocks move in sync. Synthetic telepathy, the artificial replication of natural telepathic ability through technology. Already being explored by DARPA, Elon Musk's Neuralink, and other transhumanist programs. This is not telepathy, it is surveillance. How to awaken telepathy again? You do not learn telepathy. You unlearn the noise that blocks it. Here is how. Stillness. The quieter your inner field, the more clearly others' transmissions can be felt. Meditation is not a tool, it is the access point. Resonance tuning. Learn what your vibration feels like so you can differentiate when an incoming thought is not yours. Empathic honesty. Stop lying to yourself emotionally. The more honest you are inwardly, the more precisely you will feel outward telepathic truth. Silent exchange. Sit with someone in silence. Send them an image or emotion mentally. Ask if they felt it. Practice. Play. Record results. Dream tracking. Pay attention to who appears in your dreams and what you say. Many of your dreams are nightly transmissions. Protection and discernment. Not all telepathic inputs are beneficial. Learn to shield your field. Visualize auric light. Reject incoming frequency that feels manipulative. Purity of intention. Telepathy functions on truth. If your intention is manipulation, you will block the channel. Why it was feared. A population that communicates soul to soul cannot be controlled. If you can read the true intention of a politician, a preacher, a lover, a corporation, a guru, you will never be deceived again. Telepathy renders lies impossible. This is why institutions created language, shame, taboo, and ridicule around it. They mocked the psychic. They demonized the intuitive. They murdered the telepathic priests of the old temples. They taught children that inner voices were imaginary. They invented noise to keep you from hearing the real. When a society rediscovers telepathic sovereignty, all false power collapses instantly. Telepathy is coming back. The field is shifting. The grid is opening. Children are arriving already aware of how to transmit. You are feeling others before they speak. You are thinking what someone else just said. You are knowing things that no one told you. This is not a coincidence. This is a reboot. The tongue is falling. The signal is rising. Those who remember how to use it with integrity will walk through the collapse of false communication into the real. No manipulation, no posturing, no duality, only this. I see you. I feel you. I know. You know that I know. Telepathy is not future tech. It is a past self. It is ready to come home. Let your words become fewer. Let your signal become clearer. Let your vibrations speak. The ones who are meant to hear you already are. I've always felt that I've had a strong sense of intuition, and I've loved to nurture it and pay attention to it. And now that I haven't been drinking or smoking for a couple of weeks, I've been feeling my senses become sharper and my intuition become more keen. My dreams are becoming more vivid, and I'm a firm believer in the idea that what you pay attention to grows. And so now that I'm not paying attention to those things, I've got more time and space to pay attention to more interesting things and things that are more important. And it's a beautiful thing, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to sharpen my intuition as well, even more as time goes by. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I think these are important messages that Jason writes. So, thank you.